Hey, this is Alex. Thanks for clicking and welcome to this lesson on should versus must. Now, first of all, thank you to Nohera from Brazil for suggesting this lesson. I hope that I will be able to explain the difference between the two words for you and every other Engvid user. Now, we have a couple of sentences on the board, and they're both using should and must in a particular way. So in the first sentence we have I should see a doctor and I must see a doctor. Now what do you think is the function of should and must in these sentences? So if I tell you you should see a doctor or you must see a doctor, what am I telling you? I am giving you advice, okay? So in these cases you can use should and must for advice, for advisability. Now, which one is stronger? Must is stronger. Should means that I think it's a good idea for you to see a doctor, okay? I think it would benefit you to see a doctor. If I say, again, the example I have is I must see a doctor. Generally, you don't really give advice to yourself, but in this case, it is like that. So if I tell you, you must see a doctor, I am giving you very strong advice. Okay, so must is about 80%, 90% of certainty that you must see a doctor, like 80-90% advisability. It is very, very serious, and you have to, you must see a doctor. If I say you should see a doctor, this is maybe about 60% advisability, where I'm telling you that I think it's a good idea. So maybe you have an earache, okay, like a very, very small, not very serious problem, but you should see a doctor. It's a good idea. It's good advice for you to see a doctor. Whereas if I say you must see a doctor, okay, it means that maybe your arm is bleeding or you just broke your leg, and if you don't see a doctor, there will be negative consequences. Okay, so you can use should and must for advice, with must being stronger. You can also use should and must in a different way. If I say he should be sleeping or he must be sleeping, in this case, I'm talking about degrees of certainty. Okay, so you can use should and must to talk about certainty. So certainty refers to how sure you are that something is happening, something must be happening, or something should happen or must happen. So in these examples, he should be sleeping and he must be sleeping. So for example, if you come to class in the morning and your best friend is missing, your best friend is not in the class, and I ask you, well, where is John? You say, he should be sleeping, which means that maybe today, he had a doctor's appointment in the morning, going back to the doctor, and his doctor's appointment wasn't until 10 o'clock, and now it's about 8 o'clock, so he doesn't have to wake up until 9 o'clock. Okay? You're still with me, right? Now, if I say he should be sleeping, I think he is probably sleeping. So your level of certainty is at about over 50%. He should be sleeping. I think he is sleeping. Here, he must be sleeping. You are almost certain that he is sleeping. So, for example, if your best friend does not come to class, and I ask you, where's John? You say, he must be sleeping. Okay, maybe he went partying last night, he had a very late night, and this morning he did not come to class because he is sleeping. So your degree of certainty with must is much higher than should. Okay? So once again, you can use should and must either for advice or for certainty. Now, if you're not sure about these just yet, please check out the quiz on engvid.com and test your knowledge. Thanks for watching and take care.